Hello everyone! Today I will be discussing with you the books I plan to read this summer. Okay, so here's a little background story, and this kind of follows up to the book slump video. Go watch that if you have not watched that. I've been in this reading slump. It's sad, I know, where I just don't feel like reading. And I think some of this is one I found I've kind of grown out of the young adult world, and it's not because I don't like young adult books, it's because I've started to find that a lot of them were just like all the same. At least for me personally, I just felt that a lot of the storylines were like been there, done that, same idea but with different characters and maybe a few different plot lines. And so I kind of lost motivation to read. And then some of it too is just being in school, don't have time to read, and just this book slump is going on for like almost 2 years now. But it's like I'm reading, I just am not reading as much, and some of it's just motivation problems. So for this video, I only have like 4 books, and these are the 4 books I want to absolutely read this summer. But that doesn't mean they're going to be the only thing I read. Hopefully I can read other stuff. But these 4 books are what I absolutely want to read. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make videos every Friday and post them to the internet, and I talk about my life in books. So if you like that, hit subscribe. Anyways, let's get started. First up, I started to come out of the book slump and I was like, ooh, there's hope. And then I read the last book and it sent me right back down to the book slump. So when I found out the author was writing like a short little book, it made me so happy and I couldn't wait for it, and that is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. And I am so excited to read this. I picked it up, I read like the first chapter or so. I'm a little scared to read it because like it's from Feyre's perspective and Rhian's, and that's not a bad thing. I love both characters, but that just tells you they might be apart for the whole book, and I hate when two main characters are like apart for a whole book series, because it's like, no, you just got together and now you are apart. But can't wait to read this. It's like something with like was it like the winter solstice or something? Yeah, and that's all I know about it. I don't like, when I have books I know I'm gonna like, I don't really read the synopsis. I just go like, let's start with page 1. So I can't wait to read this. It's short too, though I'm kind of scared to read because it might send me into a book slump because I'll just maybe want the next book in the series. Who knows? Next we have this book I had gotten like 4 years ago, and I kept telling myself I'm gonna read it, and I started reading it. Like literally I got to page like 129. And then I stopped reading it. I don't know why. But this summer I'm making it my goal to finish it, and that is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. As you can see, I started doing like little note systems and stuff like that, and now I'm going to take them all out to read it again. But I want to read this because I love Morgan Mattison's books, and I want to read this, and I just haven't been able to. Next is also a very sad book that I've had on my shelf for years, and I've just never read it, and that is Paper Towns by John Green. I'm hoping it's a road trip. I don't know. I've heard it's not a road trip, but I hope it's a road trip. I hope it's like, I don't know. I've liked all of Jack. Is it okay? It's saved. Paper Towns. And then next, see, this list is, I feel like this book, summer reading, all thing, should just be called, honestly, books I have not gone to that I really should have a long time ago. Because the next is Wayfarer by Alexandra Braga. I read Passenger when it first came out, and then this came out and I never read it. But in my defense, I'm not a big fan of the Passenger series as much. Like, still good book series, great storyline, great characters, but I find this is with a lot of authors' books when they come out as like a series. They always have that one series that draws you in. For example, The Darkest Minds for me was like what really drew me in. Or for Marie Lu, it was a Legend series, really drew me in, and you loved it. And so then whenever you read another series of theirs, it's like, it's not that it's a bad book necessarily. It's just because what made you fall in love with their books and their writing, it's something different, and it's just trying to get used to that differentness, that it's not going to be the same. But Wayfarer, I'm excited to read it. It's huge. It's a duology, I think. Yeah, a duology. So it's really weird just not having a third book, and just wraps up all in this book all nice, and the cover is gorgeous. Then next we have this book, and this book was something I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's good, I've heard it's bad, and I've been wanting to read for a long time. and then it got spoiled for me. I'm still gonna read it, but it's gonna take away the ooh shocking effect, and that is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Like I said, been wanting to read this book for a while. I actually got this at like my library, and they sold it for $2.50, and that was amazing. It was a used book type thing, and the problem is, I feel like this is one of those books that you know the ending already. It's not gonna be as epic, and I was like, well, now I could just see like how it just plays out. I mean, maybe now knowing the ending, it says except that some of us are liars. Maybe it has something to do with the ending. I mean, I still think it's going to be an interesting read. It just it got ruined for me. But I'm excited to read this. Anyways, those were the 4 books, I think. 5 books. Those are the 5 books I want to read this summer. And I'm hoping to get to them. And yeah, maybe do a few review videos. I don't know. Anyways, give this video a big thumbs up if you read any of these books or you'd like to read any of these books. Thank you for watching. Bye!